the ground.
Stop lying in your everyday life. Stop it. Stop it immediately. When you lie, you have to upkeep the lie, right? And so in all instances in your life, lying rarely helps you. If you're just brutally honest, that'll get you a long way. Like appeasing people, like being nice to everybody, trying to not step on toes, trying to be this Mr. Nice guy by lying. You don't need to lie, bro. All the possible repercussions that could come with you telling the truth are worth it, right? All the repercussions from you telling a lie are 10 times more detrimental to your overall standard of living. I promise you. There's nothing worse than telling a lie. Because one, if you're lying to people about who you are, what you do, and how you get what you get, let me tell you something. When that time for you to show and display the fact that, or to prove to everybody that you are who you say you are, no matter how long it may be, right? Because sometimes your lies don't always get tested within the first second you say it. No, sometimes it happens over time. But the moment you have to tell the truth or show cards, or your lie is then being tested, this fake persona is being tested, bro, then you have more things to lose. You might have built a career off of this lie. You might have built a family off of this lie. You might have had a child off of this lie. You might have gotten into business with somebody off of this lie, right? And by the time the lie gets tested, you're in too deep. It's been too long of a duration for you to then scurry out. Sometimes there are too many strings attached to the lie. And when that happens, now not only are you fucking up your own foundation and your own mentality, you're also fucking up those around you that either depended on you or was expecting things from you or want or needed your help in a specific area. You're now holding things up for them as well, and now they are now reaping the repercussions of your consequences. And that's one thing I hate in my spirit. Like, one of the moral compasses that I walk on is that in my life, I try my best to not hurt the innocent. That is my biggest thing, right? I may be an asshole. I may not treat you well. I may not like you. I may not whatever. However, when it comes to innocent people bearing the consequences of my own actions, I try to stay far away from that. And if that ever happens, it's always some sort of resolution. Like, there will always be a resolution to that issue, right? I will always find a way to make it right or do whatever to get away from hurting innocent people. So when you lie, not only are you going to hurt yourself, but you're potentially hurting those around you. The people that may catch on to the lie or that you may be able to trick because of the lie. You're going to hurt people in the long run. You're going to hurt them so much more than if you just told them the truth or just became who you said you were or handled business in the way that you said or that you know to instead of what you thought you could do, right? Or what the lie told you what you could do. Lying takes another dark turn when you start to believe the lie, right? When you start to believe the lie that you spewed out in your brain and you started to talk about and you tried to emulate and you tried to get over on people with, when it becomes the basis of who you are, when it starts to become the thing that you latch onto, you then start to believe because you've told yourself so many times that this lie is true. It becomes a bigger issue because then the foundations on which you stand on in life then start to alter. It starts to alter your foundation. You never want a lie to get to the foundation of who you are because then when it's exposed, you then lose it. This is why people unalive themselves. This is why people get into these depressions, quote unquote. This is why people do drastic things when it comes down to them being figured out. Because you're telling yourself something that you're not. And then fearfully, you operate fearfully in hopes that it doesn't get exposed. And when you put it in the foundations of who you are, when it does get exposed, because all lies will get exposed, I promise you. Or worse, when it's not exposed, it just eats you alive as you go on. Right? As you go forward, bro, and you're telling yourself this lie and you're going through life thinking, oh yeah, I got one up, or oh yeah, I'm gonna get out of this one. No, you're not, bro. Karmic debt is a real thing and it's coming for all of us. So it just makes the most sense to tell the truth no matter what the cost is. I don't care what the cost is. I don't care how much people's feelings get hurt. I don't care about what you think is true. I don't care about whatever. If you simply just toe the line of telling the truth from your own eyesight, from what you see and what you know and what you can sleep well on at night and what you can say and be confident in and say, yup, that's my truth or that's the truth. And the reason why I say my truth and the truth is because there's really three different truths, right? Because if we're going to talk about lie, we also have to understand the truth. There are three different truths. There's your truth, there's the truth, and there's my truth. So take us three. Take us three. Me, you, and the actual truth, right? So if me and you sit down and watch something and see something occur, and you're on the other side of wherever said area is, and I'm on this side, and the action goes down, right? What you see and what you perceive and what you understand is diluted with what you live and who you are in life, right? So your biases are thrown in there subconsciously. So when you regurgitate the story, you're gonna tell it from the standpoint of where you sat and who you are, right? And so you're telling your truth. I then am also going to talk about the truth that I just witnessed with the biases of myself, which then becomes my perspective, which is my truth. And then there is an overarching, the truth, the exact thing that happened at that moment in which we just observed something happen. That is the truth. That is actually what happened. Whether or not we like how it's said or what we know of it from our own perspective. You can throw that shit out because the truth, hey, that trumps all. Right? But if you tell the truth from the basis of which you know it, and you tell the truth and you always toe the line and say, you know what, this makes my conscience feel good. I can walk around here proud with looking people dead in their eyes and being observant and continue to talk life. You're good because you've told the truth to the best of your ability and avoided telling yourself a lie, avoided injecting a lie that could then dilute your brain, which then could dilute your reality. And even take it this far. Imagine I'm trying to talk to you from a space where I've never been, right? I'm making these videos that I've never gone through these things, right? Does it hurt me or you if I give you the wrong advice? Both of us. Because I'm sitting here thinking that I'm knowledgeable in a certain sector, giving you the advice that I think works, right? That may be the lie or diluted with my own biases, and I've never experienced it. And then you then have to take it up as fact, and you may start to apply things that don't help. And so you get put into this circular motion because you're using advice that's bullshit. And I then have to go through this understanding and knowing that I've just lied and I'm no good because I'm telling them a lie, no matter what the benefit is, right? Because people lie all the time. They lie for money, they lie for gratification, they lie for advantage, they lie for status. Everyone lies for whatever reason they lie, but it doesn't help anybody at all. So the basis of this message is to stop lying, tell the truth to the best of your ability, and operate in life from a good moral compass, because your karmic debt is coming for you. And if you need deeper understanding on a karmic debt, I'll make a video about karmic debt, because that is something you do not want to play with and not fuck up. Holla.
Boy, Mr. Brown.